my channel, Gardening with Nvart. Thank you so much for all the support when my first episode came out. It was so emotional to see how many people supported me, all my friends. Thank you so much for all the subscribers. But today we wanted to do another tour because right now we have really beautiful plants that are opening, and it's a little breezy day today. I apologize, I have to wear this pretty thing today, but hopefully you can hear me a little better. So I wanted to start here because we have 3 peonies opening at the moment. We have this beautiful guy. I wanted to share some of this beauty that I have around me. This one is a white 3 peony, and it's completely open right now. It's so huge. I mean, look at the size of the 3 peony, and his flower is so enormous. So this is the one, and I also wanted to show you my azalea tree. It's doing so well. It's covered with flowers at the moment. Has so many buds that are getting ready to open, but the entire tree is going to be full of flowers here very soon. So I wanted to share that. It's so gorgeous, such a beautiful time of the year. I have tulips opening here. They're not completely open yet, but they're coming out nice, very beautiful, just a creamy white with the yellow pansies underneath. They're doing really good. Also, I wanted to show you this 3 peony. This one is amazing. Look at the color of this flower. It's just opening. I'm so impressed. This is the second year that it's blooming. Really excited. I can't wait to get bigger and start, so I can have more flowers every year as the plant matures. So I'd like to show you one other really interesting plant. It's a 3 peony as well, but we need to go this way. This is a huge 3 peony, which I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. I haven't. This is my first time, and it's really exciting for me because when about 2 years ago we discovered this 3 peony that's been growing here, and I think probably from previous owners of the property planted this 3 peony. I don't know, maybe after they built the house about 40 years ago or so, and it was, obviously nobody maintained this area, and so there was lots of shrubs and bushes were growing here, and they kind of almost choking the plant. It was impossible to even see this. One time we were very lucky. Our neighbors invited us over, and so I saw it blooming from the other side of the house, and I didn't know what it was, so I started digging, and I found this amazing tree. And when my parents were visiting last year, we actually went ahead and cut all the shrubs around it and freed this tree, and we trimmed it. So as you can see, this, and it's, we're supporting the whole thing with this stick to help out from falling because it's kind of on a hillside and it's falling over. But it's doing really good. It's very healthy. You can see that it's growing really well. This is all new growth on it because now, the entire tree is open and can breathe. And I also wanted to show you the flowers that I have 2 flowers this year. It suffered a little bit with the fungus, and that's kind of common for 3 peonies. I realized what it is. I treated it. I think it's going to be fine. But I have 2 gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Look at that. I don't know, but it's looking really great. So we go this way now for more. So here in this flower bed we have, I have the irises that are opening now. They're all the same color. I think it was accidentally actually because I transplanted a lot of the irises that I found from previous owner who kind of had it scattered all over the garden. I kind of condensed it in the different areas, and it all came out one color, and they're gorgeous. This year I really like this irises because they're growing and they are really hugging the tree base. It's looking really nice. I really like it. And this area here, don't look at this area because this is a whole another project I started. It's a construction site, but this is not trash. These are actually lots of the greenery that I'm trying to remove from the ground. And so this is a working area, but I just wanted you to see this blue pink cherry that I have. Look at the flowers. This is its second year and it's looking so beautiful. It will get about, I want to say maybe 13 feet tall, and it will obviously have, it has a whipping habit and will look really, really pretty here. So this is a whole another video probably what I'll do to show you guys what I'm really doing here or trying to do. So right here this way I have new tulips opening, and they're double tulips. They're looking really nice right now. I really like how it turned out, grouping them like this around the boxwood. It just looks very, very pretty, especially from the patio. When I look into this way, they really pop. It's so beautiful. So, and then we should go this way. I have a few more things. Oh, we have a few more things right here that I need to show you. First, there is an azalea. It's one of my absolute favorite. It's so beautiful. Look at this azalea, you guys. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. It has a kind of a deep pink edges with the white. Just beautiful. I have another, and I also have calla lilies opening right now. They're really beautiful. Look at this. There's two blooms coming up on this other one. They're in French they call them arômes. We know as a giant calla lilies. They're just looking really pretty. I have another one there too. Just phenomenal. So beautiful. And I have Angelique tulips here. This is a pedestal actually it was in our yard when we bought the property. It was actually an old fountain. It was kind of crumbling. The top area was really crumbling. It was impossible to keep, so we removed it. But I kept the pedestal. It's just so beautiful, and my plan is to place some kind of a sculpture here. I think will be a nice focal point here, so that's down the road anyway, but that's what it is. And so I have Angelique tulips growing right around the base of it, and these are lupins. But Angelique tulips are just coming out. They're double. I will do more update when they open more. They're just really pretty. Japanese maple is doing really great. I love the color. So gorgeous. I have new astrospermum growing here. Actually, I purchased this last year for the pots in the fall. They were still doing so good. I didn't want to remove them. I just planted in the ground. I figured, if they leave, it leaves, and it's doing great. I'm so impressed. So I would like to go, not from here, let's just go this way, and I'll show you some of the tulips that are blooming on the edge of this avenue that I created. So these are also really deep color tulips. I really don't know the names, but it looks really, really pretty. There's more starting to open here. But I really wanted you to see this area because on the edge of this avenue that I created, there are more tulips that are opened. Look at this pink. It's so beautiful. It has light edges to it. Just really pretty. All the daffodils are finished already, but the tulips keep coming up. And this is what's so great right now. One thing finishes, the other one starts, and I think that's the beauty of the garden, because you can create and time your plants and flowers where one goes and then the other one arrives, and it just keeps going and going. And then when like midsummer when there is nothing else growing, you can have your annuals. So you always have flowers growing and you have something to look forward to all the time. It's really very fun. So there is more tulips here, and my daffodils are finished already, as you can see. So usually for the daffodils, I usually just take the head off um, when it's finished. And the reason doing that is because um, uh, when you remove the head, it stops feeding the seed. So at that point, the entire strength of the plant goes into the bulb, feeds the bulb instead of creating seed head. So, and usually after that, when they're finished, you just need to let them be in the sun and yellow out completely before we cut them down, because as much as sun that they absorb through the leaves, it actually feeds the bulb and creates a nice strong bulb for the following year. So those are my daffodils. And so there's more tulips here, and there's more daffodils are opening. These are probably some of the late varieties. I'm not sure, but they're kind of new and they're looking really pretty. Very sweet. Oh, and I wanted to show you my azalea. Such a beautiful azalea. I'm so impressed with this azalea. Actually, I had variety of this azalea in Colorado. They can be quite hardy if they are planted in the area with dappled shade and protected from the sun. They actually can do really, really good. I did have one in Colorado. They did well for me in the area, but very, very beautiful, looking very nice. Love the color. And a couple of things down here, and I think that will be pretty much over today's video. And I think I will do separate tour on the peonies when they start, because I have so many peonies planted in this garden. I love peonies. Are one of my absolute favorite plants. I always done pretty good with them, and they're really reliable plants for me. So I have lots of buds on most of my peonies, so I can't wait for them to open. And I have some more here, but I will do a whole separate video for that. I have Angelique tulips, and I have also some of those dark, deep colored, deep red. I don't know. It's actually Bordeaux color tulips that are looking really nice, and they're just starting to open. So they will look a lot better next week or so. But I wanted to do a tour today because some of the things will be gone soon, like the tree peonies. So I wanted to do a quick tour today. And I also wanted to show you this lilac. It's one of my absolute favorite lilac bushes ever. It smells amazing. And not only that, it has a individual double flowers, which makes it absolutely stunning. The name of this bush is Beauty of Moscow. Very hardy, doesn't require lots of water, but it's just beautiful this time of the year. George, maybe you could do a little close-up of the buds, because they're just so pretty, of the individual double flowers. And they start a little pink, kind of like that. You can see right here, it starts a little pink, and then it opens white. Very beautiful lilac. I have two in my gardens because I love it so much. Also, in this area again, this actually has turned out to be my favorite area. I created this last fall just to create an iris garden, and I thought, okay, I'll just plant some of the some daffodils and tulips, and they are doing so well. These are Angelique tulips, and actually they've been very reliable for me this year. Every one that I've planted previous years, they're coming back really well. So look at this, it's huge. And I have pirate tulips growing, and I need to plant more of those. They're very, very nice, very beautiful. So, and I love this area because you can see the lilac right above. And also there is irises coming out too. I planted them last year. I didn't expect it to have blooms already this year. I thought maybe for 2 years because they were so small. But they're doing so great. Look at that. And they're bearded irises. Also, I wanted to show you our wisteria. We actually need to anchor it a little better because it's kind of falling again. We've been kind of struggling. George has been helping me. Look at all these bees. These are actually really cool. These black bees with the blue, um, uh, what is called? Wings. Blue wings. At first when we arrived to France, our wisteria was in bloom, and we had so many of those bees. We were scared a little bit, and all the locals told us not to be worried about them. They don't sting. So they're like joy to see them around. So beautiful. But I think that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did like it, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. A bientôt.